Chapter: Summer People Day and Whole Earth Holiday. In the previous chapter, Answer, Anastasia told Vladimir that the Summer People helped avoid planetary disaster in 1992.
But why thanks to the Summer People and Russia's specifically? What's the connection here?
You see, Vladimir, the Earth may be big, but it is very, very sensitive. Although you're bigger than a mosquito too, if one lands on you, you feel its touch. The Earth feels everything too, when it gets sealed in concrete and asphalt, when the forest growing on it are chopped down and burned, when its bowels are gouged out and powdered fertilizer is sprinkled on it. It can hurt, but it still loves people the way a mother loves her children. The Earth tries to bury its malice deep down. Only when it runs out of strength does that malice burst out in volcanoes and earthquakes. We must help the Earth. Kindness and considerate treatment give it strength. The Earth is big but extremely sensitive. It senses when it is touched gently by even one human hand. Oh, how it senses and longs for that touch. For a long time, people in Russia considered the Earth the property of everyone and of no one in particular. People did not perceive of it as their own. Then in Russia, things changed. The government began giving people small plots of the Earth for dakhas. It is no accident that these plots were very, very small, and that large machinery could not be used on them. But Russians, who had longed for the Earth, received them joyfully, rich and poor alike, because nothing can break the human tie with Earth. After receiving their small plots, people began to sense this intuitively. Millions of pairs of human hands touched the Earth with love. It was with their hands, not machinery, that people gently touched the Earth at their small plots. And it sensed this. It sensed the touch of each individual hand and found the strength to hold on.
So what does this mean? Should we put up a statue of each summer person as the planet's savior?
Yes, Vladimir, they are saviors.
But you don't need to build so many monuments. Better you should declare a universal holiday, or at least a day off or two, and name it Summer People Day or Whole Earth Day on the calendar.
Oh, a holiday.
Anastasia clapped her hands.
What a wonderful idea. A holiday. We absolutely must have a cheerful and joyous holiday.
Just shine your ray on our government and on the deputies in the State Duma. Let them pass a law.
I won't be able to get through to them. They're in their daily grind. They have many decisions to make and no time at all to think. Also, it doesn't make sense to raise their consciousness. It would be hard for them to become aware of the full reality. They wouldn't be allowed to make decisions that are more correct than the ones being made now.
Who wouldn't allow the government and president?
You, the masses, most of the electorate. You call correct decisions unpopular measures.
Yes, you're right. We do have a democracy. The most important decisions are made by the majority. The majority is always right.
The greatest consciousness has always been reached first by individuals, Vladimir, and the majority only after a while.
If that's true, then why have democracy and referendums?
They're needed as shock absorbers to prevent any sudden jolts. When the shock absorbers fail, there is revolution. Revolution is always hard on the majority.
But a holiday for summer people isn't a revolution. What's bad about it?
That kind of holiday is a good thing. It's definitely needed. It must be created as quickly as possible. I'll try to think how to make it happen faster.
I'll help you. I have a better idea of which levers in our life will be effective. I'll write in the newspaper. Better, I'll write about summer people in your book and ask people to send telegrams to the government and State Duma. We request that you declare a Summer People's Day and a Whole Earth Day. Only what date?
July 23rd.
Why the 23rd?
It's the appropriate day. Also because it's your birthday. After all, this marvelous idea is yours.
Fine, so let people send in their telegrams. Make the 23rd of July a legal holiday, Summer People Day and Whole Earth Day. As soon as government officials and Duma deputies start reading these messages, they'll begin to think about the reasons why people are sending them. Then you zap them with your ray.
I will. I'll zap them as hard as I can. The holiday will be light and beautiful. Everyone will rejoice and the whole earth will fill with joy.
But why should everyone rejoice? The holiday is just for summer people.
We have to make sure that everyone rejoices and feels good. This holiday will begin in Russia, and it will become the most beautiful holiday on earth. A holiday for the soul.
How will it be celebrated the first time in Russia? After all, no one will know how.
On that day, each person's heart will suggest to him what to do. But I'll create a general model right away.
Anastasia went on to speak, precisely pronouncing each letter. Inspired, she spoke quickly and with inspiration. Her speech rhythms, her sentence structure, and her pronunciation were unusual.
Let Russia rise at dawn that day. Let all people as families with friends and singly approach the earth and stand on it with feet bare. Those who have their own small plots where they cultivate fruits with their own hands, let them greet the sun's first ray among their plants and touch each kind. When the sun rises, let them pick and eat one of each kind of berry. They won't need anything more until the midday meal. Let them tend their plots until their meal. Let each think about life and where his joy and purpose lie. Let each think lovingly of those dear to him and of friends and of why his plants grow and give each its own purpose. Before the meal, each should have at least 1 hour of seclusion. It doesn't matter where or how, but it must without fail be in seclusion, where he can be alone and look inward for at least an hour. Let the entire family gather for a meal. Those living together, and those who have come from far away that day. Let them prepare the midday meal from what the earth has yielded for that hour. Let each place on the table what his heart and soul desire. Then let the members of the entire family tenderly look each other in the eye. Let the oldest and youngest say grace, and let calm conversation flow around the table. The conversation must be about the good, and about whoever is by their side.
Anastasia drew the scene extraordinarily vividly. I could feel myself sitting at the table with people beside me, caught up in the holiday, believing in it, or rather that it had already taken place. I added, "The first toast should be made before the meal. Everyone should raise their glass and drink to the earth and to love." I felt as thought I were already holding a glass, and all of a sudden she said,
"Vladimir, let there be no intoxicating poison at the table."
The glass disappeared from my hands, and the entire holiday scene vanished. "Anastasia, stop it! Don't spoil the holiday!"
"Oh well, if you want it, let there be wine from berries on the table, and it should be sipped."
"Well, all right, let it be wine, just so we don't change all our habits right away. What will we do after the meal?"
"Let people return to their cities. They can harvest the fruits of their small plots of the earth, carry them in baskets, and share with those who have none. Oh, how many positive emotions there will be on that day. They will conquer many diseases. Those diseases that mean death and those that have lingered for years will go away. On that day, let he who is incurably or slightly ill greet the stream of people returning from their little plots. The rays of love and good and their fruits will heal and vanquish diseases. Look, look, a train station, a stream of people with colorful baskets. See how people's eyes are shining with peace and good."
All of Anastasia seemed to be beaming as she became more and more inspired by the holiday idea. Her eyes no longer simply gleamed joyfully, they seemed to shoot off blue sparks. Varied but always joyful nuances changed her facial expression, as if scenes from the great holiday were streaming tumultuously through her mind. Suddenly she fell silent. Bending one knee and raising her right arm up, she pushed off the ground with one foot and shot up like an arrow over the earth. She jumped nearly to the cedar's first branches. When she descended, she waved her arm and clapped, and a bluish illumination flooded the entire glade. What Anastasia went on to say seemed to be echoed by each tiny bug and blade of grass and each majestic cedar. Anastasia's sentences seemed to be strengthened by a great invisible force. They weren't loud, but I had the impression that each and every vein of the vast universe heard them. I, too, interjected my own phrases because I couldn't stop myself as she began.
On that day, visitors will come to Russia. All who were born by the telemans of the earth. The prodigal sons will return. Let people all over Russia wake up at dawn on that day. And let the strings of the universal harp sound a happy melody throughout the day. Let all the bards on the streets and in homes play guitars. Let he who is very old be young again that day, as he was many, many years ago.
Will I be young too, Anastasia?
You and I will be young too, Vladimir, as people will be young for the first time. Old people will write their children letters, and children will write to their parents. Let babies take their first steps in life and enter a joyous, happy world. On that day there will be nothing to upset children. Let the grown-ups be their equals, and the gods will drop to earth. On that day, Let all the gods be embodied in simple images. And God, the one, universal God, will be happy. On that day may you be very happy with love and the shining earth.
Anastasia was carried off by her scenes of the holiday. Becoming more and more inspired, she spun through the glade as if in a dance. "Stop! Stop!" I shouted to Anastasia, suddenly realizing she was taking this all seriously. She was not just saying words. I realized that she was modeling scenes of the holiday, with each word and oddly constructed sentence. With her characteristic persistence, she would go on modeling and dreaming of it until her dreams became a reality. She would dream like a fanatic. She would try for her summer people as she had been for the 20 years before this. I shouted in order to stop her. "Haven't you realized? This is a joke, this holiday. I was joking." Anastasia stopped short. The moment I looked at the expression on her face, my soul felt a pain. Her face was as distraught as a child. Her eyes looked at me with pain and regret, as if I were some kind of destroyer. She spoke in almost a whisper.
I took you seriously, Vladimir. I've already modeled it all, and a link has been woven into the chain of events of people's upcoming telegrams. Without them, the sequence of events will be destroyed. I accepted what you said, believed in it, and produced it. I felt you were speaking sincerely about the holiday and telegrams. Don't take back what you said. Just help me with the telegram so that I can help with my ray, as you said.
"All right, I'll try. Please calm down. Maybe no one will want to send those telegrams."
There will be people who will understand. People in your government and Duma will feel it too. And there will be a holiday. There will. Look.
Once again, the scenes of the holiday went racing off. Now I have written about it. Go and act as your heart and soul command.
End of chapter. Join us for the next segment of Ringing Cedars of Russia, Book 2 of the Ringing Cedars series, The Bard's Ringing